Hey makers, this is Dhruvin and in this session I am going to talk about new sharing experience for Power BI report. Yes, new sharing experience is launched now. Now let me talk about each individual option that is provided in new sharing experience, and let me talk about which type of permission level as well as licensing do you need for this sharing experience for your Power BI report. When most of the time we are sharing the report with the other users, most of the users have a question about licensing and how to proceed with that. So let me talk about everything from A to Z during this video. So stay connected throughout this entire session and you will get to know all about new sharing experience for Power BI report. Before we get started, let me tell you one important announcement. I have launched my own Instagram page for short video related different Power Platform concept. So please do follow me on my Instagram page. The link is down below in the description box. So let's get started. But before that, here is an intro. Here I am on my machine and here I have opened one of the Power BI report. Now let's talk about the new sharing experience that we can leverage with the Power BI report. At this moment, this new functionality is applicable only for the reports. In future, Microsoft is planning to leverage that capability for dashboards, paginated report and dataset as well. And whenever we are getting new update related this new sharing experience, I will prepare a separate video for that and I will provide the link in the description box. So always check the description box for the latest information. Now let me talk about the new sharing experience. So here we have one Power BI report created with Dhruvin's account. You can see my name over here and you can see the report workspace name is Adel Mobile View Report. Now what I want to do here is I want to share this report with the other user. Then there is an option called share which is provided. When we click on this share option, it opened the send link pop-up for us. Here we have three different options. You can simply copy the link, you can send the link via Outlook, or you can send the link via Teams. Over here there are three different setting options provided. The first is you can share the report with the people in your organization. You can share the report with the people with the existing access, and you can share the report with the specific people from the organization. So these are three different options, and here setting option is also provided. Like let's say you have shared the report and shared person is also able to share the report with someone else, then you need to use allow recipient to share this report. And if you wanted to consume the content of the report and build something new report on top of that, then you need to enable this option which is allow recipients to build content with the data associated with the report. So these are the different options which has been added with the new sharing experience. Now let's talk about each individual option in detail and I will explain you this entire thing with the real life example. Here at this moment I have taken an example of two different users. One is Dhruvin and another is Tejal. So let me show you Tejal's account as well. So this is Tejal's account. Now let's get started with the first requirement. So let's say for an example, this is the report and I just wanted to share this report with the people in your organization, meaning every person in the organization is able to access the report via link. Then I need to use this option. Let's just select this one and let's select people in your organization and just click on apply. Now I'm clicking on copy link. So I just provided with the link over here. Now let me tell you one more thing. At this moment this report is available to this workspace which is Adel Mobile Report. Now let's see if Tejal has an access of that workspace or not. I logged in with Tejal's account and I'm checking this workspace section, and you can see that in workspace section we do not have Adel Mobile View Report section over here, meaning Tejal do not have an access of that workspace. Now let's say if I provide that link to Tejal and if Tejal will open that link, then what will happen? So I shared the link with her. And now I'm hitting enter. And here we are. Tejal is successfully able to view the report. Here you can see that Tejal do not have the access of the workspace. So when you hover on the workspace name, you do not have permission to access this workspace. So this is the first option that you have seen, that you can provide an access of the report via link with your organization, right? Now, second option, people with existing access. Let's talk about that. Here I have created one more report called Adventure Works Sales Report, and it is published in Power BI Embedded 01 workspace. Now, let's say for an example, I am going to share and just going to people with an existing access. Then we just simply need to click on apply and just need to copy the link. So I copied the link. At this moment, this report is only be shareable within the workspace member, meaning the users who are part of this workspace, only they are able to access the report. Now let's say Tejal do not have access of that workspace, meaning I am opening her account and checking that if she has that Power BI embedded workspace. No, she hasn't. And now she is trying to open the link. Then what happened? You can see that she do not have permission in order to view the report because she doesn't have existing access of that report, right? So hope you understand this scenario as well. Now let me talk about one more scenario. This is the same report that I have shown you in earlier example. Now in that report we already shared our report with the organization people with the link, meaning every person who has the link is able to access the report, and Tejal is also able to access that report that we have seen. Now let's say for an example, I just wanted to change that and I'm just changing it to people with existing access. Now what is the existing access in this scenario? In this scenario, existing access means we already shared the report with the entire organization and we just click on apply, and Tejal do not have the access of that workspace. Even if she copy the link and if she try to open the same report again over here, then what happen here is she will able to view the report. So whatever the permission level that has been set earlier, it is taking that permission level at latest. Let's say if you revoke the link and after that you share people with existing access, then Tejal will not able to access the report. But here we already did that, and after that we are doing this, meaning this is the latest permission and which is provided with this option. Hope so far you are good with me. Now let's talk about the third option. So let's say for an example, I have this report and the workspace name is Power BI Premium. Tejal do not have an access of this workspace, but now I want to share this report with specific user for an organization. So I'm clicking here and clicking on specific people. Now here, once you've done that, you need to provide the email address. So let's provide the email address of Tejal. Let me provide one of the external user. So I am providing access to one of my external account as well as Tejal's account. And now I am clicking on send, or let's say I am clicking on copy the link. Then what happen here is only Tejal and my external user will able to see this particular report. Now let me just open up that report with Tejal's account and let's see. And here we are. Tejal do not have an access of this workspace, but she is able to view the report, right? So hope so far you are good with me. Now let's talk about the internal user access, external user access and guest user access. Let's talk few facts about that. I am clicking on share option and here we are able to see these three options. For people in organization and people with an existing access, we cannot provide the access via link to the guest user or external user. Make sure about these two things. For guest user and external user, first two options are not there. If you want to provide access to the guest user who are registered with our Azure Active Directory, then use the specific people. Make sure I am using a word that people who are registered with the Azure Active Directory with the guest access, only they will able to access the report. If the user is external user but it is not registered with our Azure Active Directory, then he will not able to view the report. So make sure about this thing, that your user should be registered into your Azure Active Directory. This is the very most important point, right? So we talked about this thing. Now let's talk about this two setting option. Now what do we mean by this two setting option? Let's try to explore that. Here we have setting option, and here we have an option, allow recipient to build the content with the data associated with this report. I'm checking this option and clicking on apply. Then what will happen? Let me show you that thing with the example. So let's say for an example, for this particular report, the dataset that is being used behind the scene is Power BI Anomaly Mobile. And over here with Tejal's account, we already shared this report. And this is the report that Tejal is able to access. Now let's see if Tejal is able to access its dataset or not. So let's say if we go to the dataset section over here, then what happened here is we are not able to see that anomaly dataset over here. If I search here for anomaly, we will not find anything. You can see here, right? Now let me check this option over there and let's see what we are getting after that. So I'm choosing specific people, and let's say I'm selecting allow recipients to build the content with the data associated with this report, clicking on apply, and let's say I'm just using the same name, Tejal, Dhruvin's external account, and just clicking on send, or just clicking on copy link. Now let me just open up that report again over here. So Tejal is able to access that report, and now let me go to the dataset section. And here we are. You can see that under dataset we are able to see that Power BI Anomaly Mobile. Now what happened if I turn it off again? You will not able to see that dataset over here. So basically that option is something which allow you to share the dataset as well. So as an end user we can build some another report on top of that. So let's say here I have opened Power BI desktop and I want to build one another report. So I will simply go to get data and I will just select Power BI dataset, and over there what happened here is it will show me all the dataset that has been shared with me. Now let's see here, if I search on PBI anomaly, then I will use this dataset and prepare one another report on top of that. So that is another cool feature. So far we have talked about different sharing option. We talked about all of these three options. We also talked about setting option. First option is used like if I share this report with Tejal, and if Tejal also want to share the report with someone else, then just check this option. If you want to show report as well as dataset, then check this option, right? So we talked almost everything over here. Now let's move towards the next point. Now let's say for an example, you have shared this link with organization, or let's say you have shared with individual people, or you have shared with the existing access user. Now you want to revoke that permission again, and you want to maintain everything, that how many links you have created for this report and who has the access of which report. Then how can you check that? For that, when you click on share icon, here for the send link option there is a first option, more option. Just click on that. Here there is an option, manage permission. Click on that. It will open this kind of user interface for you. The first option is link giving access, meaning how many people have an access using the link, right? So this link is something which is used by the organization and they are able to view and share the report. These are the specified people who are able to view and share the report, and These are the link for the user who can view, share and build the new content, right? So these are the different options. Now let's say for an example, I just wanted to remove the permission to build the new content. Then I will just click on here. It will open another dialog for me and I can simply click on cross icon. So it will remove that link permanently. And once we click on that, those users do not will able to access the report now as well as dataset, right? So if you want to remove the permission, simply click here and simply just clear out everything. Also, if you want to update the permission thing, you can simply choose this option. You want to allow or disallow, simply choose this and click on save. You are good to go with. Another cool option is direct access. If you want to provide direct access of your report to someone else in your organization, click on that, just enter the email address, grant the access. Very simple and very easy, right? Now there is one more option called advance. Click on that. It will redirecting you to this page where you are able to add the different new link. It is exact similar like the same thing that you clicked on the share icon, right? You can share with Outlook, Teams and copy link, right? Exact same thing you can do it from here as well. Here you can manage the direct access as well as if someone has requested for an access, that permission is also being managed over here. You can also have filtering and search option as well, and different related content option is also been provided here, right? So this is the overall idea about the permission setting. Now let me talk about two more important things about the admin center feature. So let's say for an example, I am opening my Power BI admin portal from here and just go to the tenant setting. Now there are two different options that we need to consider. First is go to the export and sharing setting, and by default this feature is enabled. Allow shareable link to grant access to everyone in your organization. If this option is disabled, then you are not able to share your Power BI report with anyone in your organization, right? So make sure this feature is enabled. If you wanted to turn it off, you can simply do that. Let's say if you have some organizational constraint and if you do not want to share the report with everyone in the organization, simply turn it off. It's another good feature. Also, let's say if your report covers any sensitive data or sensitivity label is defined, even at that time it will restrict the content to share with the user. So by default it is disabled, meaning it will not allow, like if your report has sensitivity label defined, then it will not allow this sharing facility via link to you. Hope you are good with me so far, and if you want to allow the end user, then just turn it on and you are good to go. Let me share you one another interesting thing in your homework. So just click on share and just try all of this option with email, meaning Outlook and Teams as well, and just provide your feedback in the comment section as well. And here you are able to see in the email, and here you are able to share the link in the Teams channel, right? So try out these two different options as well. And now coming over to the last part of the session, which is the licensing part. Now which type of licensing do you need to require in order to use reports via link? The answer is you need Power BI Pro license in order to view the report using the link. Make sure about that thing. If you do have a Power BI free license, when you open the link, it will not show you the report, right? So that is another interesting thing, that for this feature you must have Pro license assigned. Hope this video helps you, and now you have got an idea that how you can share the report with the organization or with the guest user using the link. This is the similar kind of experience that we are working with other Office product OneDrive as well. If you are for the first time to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification to never miss any updates from my channel. Stay connected with me on all my social media handles and different websites over here. I am uploading new video related Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agents, Teams and SharePoint every day on my channel. So make sure that you hit subscribe to never miss any updates from my channel. If you are looking for any consultancy, click on this website icon. It will redirecting you to my website homepage. Here is a contact page where you can contact me. If you are interested to follow me on my LinkedIn and other social media handles, click on this link. It will redirecting you to this page. From here, you can follow me on all my social media handles. If you wanted to follow me on Twitter, here is the link. If you want to have Instagram learning, here is an Instagram page where I am uploading different posts, reels and IGTV for Power Platform. So make sure that you follow me on Instagram. The ID is very simple, Power Platform Guy. If you are interested for different audio podcast, here is the link. Click on that. You will be redirecting you to my podcast homepage. From here, you can listen my favorite Power Platform podcast on your favorite podcast platform like Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify and much more. So stay connected with me. If you are interested for short video related Power Platform, here is a separate channel called Digital Dhruvin. Subscribe that channel and show your love over there as well. This is Dhruvin signing off. See you in the next session. Have a great day. Goodbye.